Hey everybody, David Scotday here. A little cloudy right now, but been a lot of rain. We had I guess it wasn't really a storm or anything, but we had a tropical system kind of come up. Sorry, I just stepped on something. So it rained most of the day Friday, most of the day yesterday. I was really in the morning yesterday. Then the damn power went out. The power company's been terrible. We're actually supposedly this month gonna get half our normal rate to pay, like half your bill, because they've been so bad. You know, one night a few weeks ago went off for 9 hours. Yesterday went off for like 7 hours. Luckily, because you know all these new computers are pretty good. My MacBook, you know, has like a 6-7 hour life. You know, I had all my phones and everything, phone, MacBook, fully charged. And actually the new internet router I got is kind of like one you plug in, so you can also take it with you. So you know, when it's fully charged, same thing, it can last all day. So that was definitely a good thing. But still, like, even when it's not hot, like, it's actually not that hot here today, but when you get these rainstorms, it gets quite humid and muggy. So it's nice, forget even just AC, like it's nice to have even just a fan on you. Which obviously, I'm gonna buy some fans that are like battery powered. So anyhow, so that's what also, and then also I was doing a bunch of other stuff last week. I did this webinar for Gold Stock Prodigy. It's a new service I have through dollarcollapse.com. I'll send a link to the video of the webinar. And if you want to sign up, sorry lifetime members even, I can't get you a free membership. It's a totally different service. It's only $17 a month. So if you're someone who's really interested in just the precious metal stuff, obviously that's the focus. And I do a video update for them every week. I do stock chart of the week for them every week, which tends to be more precious metal based. And then every two weeks, I write a little update. Like this past week's update, so the first 15th of every month roughly, was on junior mining stocks and are they going to finally bottom, etc. So if you're interested in that, it's a little different than this service. And like I said, it really focuses. And I know a lot of my people are gold and precious metals people, so it focuses on that. So yeah, what we're going to talk about today is, you know, we talked about the Fed yesterday. We looked at markets. We looked at gold and precious metals. We looked at the S&P. You know, we looked at the Fed is going to cut rates in September now, and that's getting closer. Today's the 25th. Tomorrow's the 26th. So if you look at it, it's just over 3 weeks away basically now. So you know, and they have Labor Day as a holiday. So basically, because it's a Wednesday, it's basically 3 weeks worth of trading days. 3 weeks and 1 day till they do that. So, and we're right back at the high. So, but today I want to talk about the U.S. dollar. So if you look at the U.S. dollar, the up, you'll see that it broke to the 200-day moving average, just the ETF. And you know, Canadian dollar went over 74 cents. The euro, I think, is over 112. The pound, I think, is like 132. And just shows you buying panics. Again, maximum pessimism. So the pound got down to par during that panic. And then now it's, you know, now it's 130. You could have made 30% on the pound. Plus, let's say you bought a British bond, you locked in at 5%. You would have made 30% plus 10% over 2 years. You basically would have made 40% on your money, you know. So it's a pretty good return just being in a safe in a currency. So it just shows you again, buy pessimism, buy bad news. So of course, the reason this is happening is now that the Fed has pivoted, and you know, Europe, Canada, UK had already started to cut interest rates, and the US hadn't. So that was kind of propping up the dollar. But now it looks like the US might actually cut rates a little quicker than those countries. And, you know, the US economy has been stronger than most of those countries. But now we look at, you know, these job numbers being reinstated down, almost 1 million jobs for the past year. Maybe that's not the case. So, you know, and I just think that like that this 3% inflation is going to stay there for a while, or it's going to be reported at that for a while, because we know inflation's all much higher, all of us. But so I think they'll try to get rates back down to around 3%, around the inflation rate. And what's interesting is, I was just looking at a tweet where they quoted Powell. Powell, you know, when he talked about price pressures and this and that, never once mentioned, you know, monetary, fiscal stimulus, money printing, etc. So, and that's really what causes inflation, as we know. But for now, here today, I just want to look at the US dollar. It is a little oversold, so maybe bouncing here. But yeah, if they continue this kind of more aggressive rate cut path now, I think you'll see the dollar continue to weaken against these other currencies. And you know, that could actually short term be good for US assets. It'll help US exporters, etc. So that's today. Yeah, so I don't know if I'll have this link. I'm telling the guys at Dollar Collapse to send me that link. And so hopefully, I'm doing this on a Sunday. I'll be putting this out on a Monday. If not, for sure, I think by Tuesday, I'll be having a link to that. So, and I hope, you know, if you enjoy this service, like I said, it's only another 17 bucks a month. It's not a huge amount of money. You know, basically 50 cents a day. You know, what can you get for 50 cents a day now? Nothing. You know, 17 bucks is what? 2 trips to Starbucks now? You know, I think a Happy Meal is like 10 bucks now. So you can't even get 2 Happy Meals for 17 bucks now. So everybody take care. Beautiful day. I always tell people thankfully the Bahamas became British and then independent, because this would all be condos and crappy bars. It was part of the US. So and you know, all that stuff I just talked about with my power going off and this immigration stuff was a bit of a pain. When you have days like today and there's a perfect breeze, and you're on the beach and you're the only one here, it's kind of like, well, yeah, this is why you kind of put up with all that stuff. Anyhow, everybody take care, and please have a great day.